Hello folks, Jonathan Milam here with the Trumpet Review. I have got an 8310Z custom Z horn from ye old Yamaha company. Very nice player. I've been told that it has the Bobby Shew tweak, which opens the horn up a little bit. Had one of these years ago. In fact, I was thinking, I went to a church in Tulsa, great pastor there, and I took what I thought was the best horn that I'd had to date. It was a Bach Stradivarius 37 star, so it was the lightweight bell. Just an incredible horn. And I had a silver 8310Z and played both of them. The pastor there, tremendous musician and great ear. He said, I like that one horn. He preferred the 8310. I was crushed. I thought my Strad was just the max. The 8310 puts out a tremendous tone. Lightest horn that I have weighed since I've had the tail of the scale. I've had about 6 or 7 horns. This is barely over 2 pounds. I think it's 2 pounds, 2 point some odd ounces, 2 pounds, 2 ounces. Very light. Some say patterned after the Schilke B6. It's lighter than the B6 that I have by several ounces. Nice horn, and like I say, they've got a great bell on them. Step bore horns, so they do start a little tight for some people here. The Bobby Shew tweak, he gets the horn, takes it into the dark, and brings it out, and sometimes it changes from lacquer to silver plate after Bobby has done his tweak. Just kidding. But it does open the blow, they say. So at any rate, I'm going to start off, got a plethora of mouthpieces here. Going to start off with the lowest one. You don't need the 8310Z Flugel. If you've got a Reeves C to J trumpet Flugel mouthpiece, which I'm going to use, and this horn, that's all you need. Pretty, isn't it? This particular horn is in very good playing condition. Just want to show you something. This is the third slide, and it's not going in at all. And that shows two things. It's a very easy slide movement, and it also has tremendous compression. Very good compression. Okay, going to move on up, and next piece I'm going to use, as I often do, is a Trent Austin Trumpet Flugel, TATF, considerably smaller drill size, and also slightly less shallow. Great piece. Oh, I'll try and intersperse thoughts about this as I switch mouthpieces. But it looks to me, in good light, like this horn has got a slightly rose brass lead pipe. I don't know that you'll be able to tell the difference here, but in good light, it seems to be a different shade. Of course, the more bronze there is associated with the brass, the less problem that you have with red rot or deterioration in the mouthpiece. Okay, same song. I'm going to use a Reeves 42B. These horns are renowned for their fat tone, just such a nice tone. Live bell, funny, but I was looking at the Schilke B6, which is similar to this horn, not exact, but similar. And the one thing that really struck me as difference is they've got such a thick rim on the trumpet here. I've read, why they do that. Of course, they say there's only one bell maker in all of the Yamaha company that can make these bells. And that is the truth. That's what they say. Okay, I got this horn, and it was a ship-in. I'd touched base with the fellow, bought another horn from him, and he wanted to move this one too, so I said, bring it on, bring it on. Mom, send money. But he said there were some dings in the bell. And I got the horn, I got in late from work, and I got the horn, and I was looking for the dings in the bell, and I thought, yes, he sent the wrong horn. There's no dings in the bell. The bell is fantastic, just a beautiful bell. There's not a ding in it. And then I found the dings the next morning. Okay, I believe someone had this horn and let a mouthpiece get loose, and the ding is in the upper part of the bell crook. And you can see, oh, can you see that? It looks worse than it is. When you turn it at an angle, you can't hardly see it at all. But boy, when you see that there, pain in the neck. It's got tiny little pings. There's probably 2 of them. I don't know, you'd be able to see them. Then you can see this here. That, I think, is the worst one. Right near the bell crook. The good thing about it being on the bell crook, you can actually see 1 or 2 here. Pretty sure a mouthpiece got loose in the case. A repairman could knock that out for nothing if it was in this part. Some repairmen are a little more picky when you get around the bell crook. They don't want to lose their implements in there. And I've heard of that. So the good thing is, only you will know, because it's right by where the mouthpiece goes. There's another one right there. I think you can see it. Purely cosmetic. Things like that used to drive me crazy. I could care less now. For the simple reason, if there's no dings when I get it, if I play it long enough, there will be dings. Life happens. You don't want to crunch your whole bell, but other than that, that's just the way it goes. Okay, I'm going to switch now to If I Only Had a Brain, which, after viewing this video and a few others, some of you are probably wondering, if he only had a brain. Nice little ditty. This is such a good song. Of course, it's a tremendous lead horn if you're an efficient player. If you try and power a small bore, it can back up on you and create some problems. If you learn efficiency, or if you're not a high-range player, either way, it's hard to beat the tone on this horn. If I Only Had a Brain, and I'm using a Bach 42C, or excuse me, a Reeves 42C here. Okay, the next one I'm going to use, and believe it or not, I don't have an overly strong lip, but I have had problems recently. I've been switching between Reeves rims and Patrick rims and some other rims. Had a Yamaha Hagstrom that is a little larger than I'm used to going to. Really did mess me up, and I'm trying to use some larger and smaller ones now so I can do it, but it might be with varying degrees of success. Great piece that I haven't played in a while. It's actually a Reeves Classical 7C, but the rim feels so small to me. Great piece though, really like the piece. Okay, I'm going to use a, really have been loving, that's one thing that hurt me so much. I've been loving the Warburton 6 rim, but it's very rounded, and some of the Reeves that I've got are custom rims, and they're very flat, and I think that as much as the diameter has really been killing me. But enjoy this Warburton 6. This is the MD, medium deep. All right, and the next one I'm going to use recently has been my favorite mouthpiece for the last few weeks, and I really do like this. It is the Warburton 6 MC, a very crisp sound, very much a bowl-shaped mouthpiece, and just love the sparkle that it gets, and range everything, standard 27 drill. Ken Titmus did a little bit of work on this, thickened it out under the rim a little bit, relaxed the throat a little bit, just a marvelous piece to my way of thinking. Okay, and the last one we'll play today, this is it is a Warburton 6 shallow. So it lasts. A lot of people that do use this horn for lead, if you're doing that with a commercial or a lead mouthpiece, might sound quite a bit like this Warburton 6 shallow. And we're using this with a Warburton backbore. It is his 6-star L, so a little longer than normal. Just a nice fit for this mouthpiece and this trumpet as well. Okay, just having a little lip problem, I think, again, from the switching around these rims. And I'm going to try and send Matt Frost, is a custom mouthpiece maker out in the West Coast. Seems like he's around the Portland area. Could be Seattle. It's so far from me in Charleston, South Carolina. It's a different world. But Matt's done some work for me in the past, and I emailed him this morning and said, you know, what I'd like to do is get 4 of these rims cut off of this Warburton cups and threaded for the Reeves pieces so I could have everything and use the same rims on them. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of, and my lips will return to their usual majestic condition. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to try some glissandos just to give us an idea of what we could do if you take this horn up into the area at least of high C. That's not high C, in case you were wondering. I'm so glad I could get that high C out. Believe it or not, that's a badge for me today. Played an awful lot this weekend. I've got some really nice horns in. If you have time, hit that thumbs up. Google loves it when you do that, and so do I. And I hope perhaps in the next few videos to make a video with this and the Shilky B6. They are quite similar in concept, And since I do have a B6 and a B1 right now, I thought I'd also do a B6 and a B1. But in my last video, if you want to see that, I did a Cannonball Lynx, a Con Vintage 1, a Shilky B6, and a Shilky B1, compared them all together, 4 different mouthpieces, very mellow on the way up to commercial and lead type pieces. So that's what we're doing in the near future. I've got an Adams A6 that I think is going to, oh, I thought it was falling into my hands already. But I've got an Adams A6 that is supposed to be on the way from Canada, eh? And we'll try and do a vid on that. It's kind of a remake of the old Con Constellations. Lots of good stuff going on. I've actually got a Con Constellation cornet. I think it was a 38A that I've got to get online as well. But several things we're looking forward to. As always, appreciate the comments. If you've got experience with the Z, your experience, what you use it for, what you like it for, that's how we learn. Just pass things around, and always good to read those comments and see what's happening. In these troublesome times, take care of yourself and take care of someone near you. Have a great day. As always, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.